How's it going, everyone, and welcome back to another unboxing video at Battlegrounds Game Center. I'm Patrick, and today I'm really excited because we're taking a look at a booster box for Shadows of the Galaxy. This is the next set in the Star Wars Unlimited card game. And if you're interested in learning how to play Star Wars Unlimited, I do have a video that I did up on our channel, so I will have that video linked to this video. And if you're interested in seeing what comes in the two-player starter set for Shadows of the Galaxy, I will have that linked at the end of the video as well. So let's go ahead and get right into it and see all the new cards that come in Shadows of the Galaxy. So, got a booster box here. Get this up nice like that. I'm gonna set it over here and then I'll start putting the cards out right here. One thing I like about this game is the packs are really cool. They're paper instead of the typical plastic. So they open pretty nicely and they're a little bit better for the environment. So that's always good. So, see if we get any fun shiny cards today. So we've got a Fennec Shand leader card. So she's got, you pay 1 resource, exhaust her, play a unit that costs 4 or less from your hand. Paying its cost, give it ambush for this phase. And then her other side is Saboteur, so she can defeat shields, ignore Sentinel, defeat defender shields. And then play a unit that costs 4 or less from your hand, give it ambush. So, very cool. So I'll put leaders over here. We've got our new base, Concordia. No abilities, put bases here. All right, so then we've got a red card here. So smuggle is a new keyword. It's really cool. Basically, if you played this as a resource, you can at some point, if you choose, pay the 3 resource costs to replace it with the top card of your deck. So you can actually remove it from your resource pile, put it on the top of your deck, and take the card from your top of your deck back into your hand. So smuggle is an interesting mechanic. It lets you kind of cycle, and it lets you get back resources and stuff. So that's really cool. Or you could just pay the 1 cost like normal to get the card and its abilities. And we've got Rickety Quad Jumper. We got Weequay Pirate Gang. Heroic Renegade. So this set is all going to be about the Outer Rim and smugglers, bounty hunters, and such. So this set I was very excited to see. Outland TIE Fighter. High Blood Enforcer. So the next new mechanic is Bounty. So Bounty has this draw card. When this unit is defeated or captured, your opponent collects its bounty. So basically, if I capture it, which is another mechanic we'll get to, or defeat it, whatever the bounty says is what I get. So defeating it will get me to draw a card. Mandalorian Warrior. Fugitive Wookiee has bounty on it as well. Cartel Turncoat, another bounty. You're going to see a lot of bounties in this, I believe. And IG-11. A new adventure, so it's a Gambit. And Echo. Val, so that's from Han Solo, I believe. And then our shiny Desperate Attack. So that is the first booster pack. Go to the second one here. Okay. Cad Bane as the leader. So when you play an Underworld card, which is going to be the keyword in the card, you may exhaust this leader. If you do, an opponent chooses a unit to control and you deal 1 damage to it. And then if you control 6 or more resources, you can deploy him, which has got Raid 2, so he gets an additional +2 attack when attacking. And then the same ability, except you get to deal 2 damage instead of 1. So very cool. We got Coronet City. We got Pike Sentinel. Pirate Battle Tank. Clan Challengers, Ruthless Assassin, Moment of Glory, Van Brace Grapple Shot, Rich Reward. So attached unit gains bounty, so you actually can put this on other units, like opponent units. So that's pretty cool. Look the Other Way, Privateer Schick, Fennec Shand, Bounty Hunter's Quarry, the Client, Tobias Beckett, that's also from Han Solo, and then we've got Toro Calican, So it's a bounty hunter, and when you play another bounty hunter unit, you may deal 1 damage to it. If you do, ready this unit uses this ability only once each round. Very cool. Actually put foil cards off to the side. All right, so we got our next pack here. Another Fennec Shand, Maz Kanata's Castle, Detention Block Rescue, Vigilant Pursuit Craft, Take Captive, Trandoshan Hunters, Price on Your Head, Clan Wren Rescuer, as a blue, Bounty Guild Initiate, Fugitive Wookiee, Slayer's Freighter, Valiant Assault Ship, Lurking TIE Phantom, that's pretty cool, Spark of Hope, Rooflessness, and then a foil Pike Sentinel. The next pack here. I'm not going to go into deep dive of all these cards. Any ones that look pretty interesting to me, I might quickly run through. So like Han Solo here, the young one. Action, play a unit from your hand. If it costs 1 less, deal 2 damage to it. Oh, I'm sorry. Play a unit from your hand. It costs 1 less. So 1 less to pay, and then deal 2 damage to it. And epic action is you play a unit from your hand. It costs 1 less to deal 2 damage to it. So yeah, pretty basic. Jabba's Palace. We've got Desperate Attack, Freighter, Black Sun Starfighter, Reputable Hunter, Wanted Insurgents, Outlaw Corona, Gamorrean Retainer, Protector of the Throne, Cloud Rider, Quill, actually that's a double, Punishing One, Lady Proxima, Endless Legions, and Bounty Posting. So then we got our next one here. We've got Hunter, just a straight up Hunter. Reveal a resource you control. If it shares a name with a friendly unique unit, return a resource to the owner's hand and put the top card of your deck into play as a resource. And if you control 7 or more resources, it's got Overwhelm, which allows you to go, its attacks go Overwhelm into the base. And then on attack, you may reveal a resource you control if it shares a name with a friendly unit and so on. Okay, so he's a 7 cost. Got Remote Village, Disabling Fang Fighter, Rifles Fall, Clone Deserter. Some clones in this. We got Reckless Gunslinger, Weequay Pirate Gang, Rickety Quad Jumper, Wookiee Warrior. That's interesting art. We've got Tactic here as a surprise strike, Mandalorian Warrior, Top Target, Bo-Katan, Millennium Falcon. So if you play this unit from your hand, it gains Ambush, and then it has Smuggle, which makes sense. Smuggling Craft. Enterprising Lackeys, and Dr. Evazan. So that's from A New Hope. Oh, he's a foil. Put it over here. All right. Moving on. Hey, Kylo Ren. So action, discard a card from your hand, give a unit +2, and if you control 4 or more resources, so he's a pretty cheap flip. He's a 5/4, and this unit gets -1 for each card in your hand. So he wants no cards in hand in order to do his base damage of 5. Okay, and then we've got Navarro City, We got Nima Outpost. We got Nima Outpost Constables. Guyvian Antagonizer. Foundling. Delphi Patrol Wing. Covetous Rivals. Outflank. Surprise Strike. Underworld Thug. Kintan Intimidator. Coruscant Dissident. Crosshair. Unexpected Escape. Dr. Evazan. And then we got a foil Liberated Slaves. Very cool. And moving on. Got Boba Fett. I like the last Boba Fett, so let's see if this one's just as good. When you play a unit that has one or more keywords, you may exhaust this leader. If you do, give a friendly unit +1/+0. And if you control 6 or more, you can deploy him. He is a 4/7. Each other friendly unit that has one or more keywords gets +1. I think I like the other one more, but this is still cool. And you got Remnant Science Facility. We've got Gentle Giant. It's a Wookiee. House Cast Soldier. Moisture Farmer. Timely Intervention. Desperado Fighter. Warbird Stowaway. So it's got Smuggle. Ma Clunky. Grey Squadron Y-Wing. Smuggler Starfighter. Bravado. Lurking TIE Phantom, sorry. Bounty Hunter's Quarry. Heroic Resolve. And then Principled Outlaw. Actually look at Heroic Resolve because that's a rare. So attached unit gains action. You pay 2 resources to defeat a heroic resolve on this, or defeat a heroic resolve on this unit. Attack with this unit, it gets +4/+0 and gains overwhelm. So we got next pack. Speaking of Finn. So action, defeat a friendly upgrade on a unit. If you do, give a shield token to that unit, so he gets rid of upgrades. That's interesting. It's a 4/6, and then you may defeat a friendly upgrade on a unit if you do. Okay. Very cool. So no special bases just yet that have different abilities. Heroic Renegade. Rebellion Enforcer. Outland Type Vanguard. Desperate Attack. Outflank. Covetous Rivals. That's a full R1. Oh yeah, that is a hyperspace full R1 actually. Very cool. I actually forgot about those cards. Wanted. Cartel Turncoat. Protector of the Throne. Enforced Loyalty. Brutal Traditions. There's Chrysanthemum. Sugi. And then you've got Night Owl Skirmisher. Okay, so we got next pack. We've got Bosk, another bounty hunter. Deal 1 damage to a unit with a bounty. You may give +1 for this phase. If you control 5 or more, flip. When you collect a bounty, you may collect that bounty again. Use his ability only once each round. Nice. So he's one of the first ones that actually has a completely different ability to what his flip side ability is. And he's a 4/6. I like him. And we got Spice Mines, so hyperspace Spice Mines. Very cool. I'm going to put the hyperspaces over here. Outlaw Corona. Pike Sentinel. Desperado Fighter. Rushgear Tree Tender. Warbird Stowaway. Rookie Gunship. Cartel Turncoat, another hyperspace. Clunky. Twin Pod Cloud Car. Commission. The Armor. Ooh, there we go. Zandu Blood. So this is a rare hyperspace. So it's got Raid 2, and when played on attack, you may return another friendly non-leader underworld unit to its owner's hand. If you do, exhaust an enemy unit or resource. Very nice. And we got Cryet Dragon. And then, ooh, foil hyperspace. It's common, but still, it's very nice. There's a lot of hyperspaces in that pack. Very nice. All right, getting about halfway there, I think. Another Bosk. Coronet City. Okay. Super Commando Squad. Gunship. Covert Strength. Mercenary Company. Hans Hetchman. Pillage. Twin Pod Cloud Car. Principled Outlaw. Frontier Trader. Client. Cassian Andor. It's the first time seeing him. So he's got Smuggle, and then when played using Smuggle, you ready him. Very cool. So it actually, some of these are a little different. So like, some of them go to top of your deck. He can just be played with his Smuggle cost. So you gotta double check what they do. So very cool. Ooh, Enforced Loyalty, another hyperspace, and Inspiring Mentor. And then Outflank. Got, Hyperspace Ray. So give an experience token to a unit with 2 power or less. 2 or less power. And if you control 6. She's got Restore 3, so all about healing. And then you may give an experience token to a unit with 2 or less power on attack. Very nice. She's a hyperspace, so she's going to go over there. Got Navarro, another hyperspace, Navarro City. Oh, man. The first half of the packs, I wasn't getting many of those, but now I am. Collections Starhopper. Follower of the Way. Death Watch Loyalist. Village Protectors. Modded Cohort. Smuggler Starfighter. Smuggler's Aid. Chain Code Collector. Hunter of the Haxan Brood. Enticing Reward. Freetown Backup. Ooh, Millennium Falcon Hyperspace. And Lam Pike. These are rare. And then a foil Jabba's Rancor. Nice. Okay, so Hondo Onaka. And he's got Raid 1, so he's all about smuggling. And Mass Kanata's Castle. Gamorrean Retainer. Covert Strength. Hut's Henchman. Not many black cards in this set that I've seen. Pillage. Follower of the Way. Rickety Quadrumper, Hyperspace. Principled Outlaw. Chain Code Collector. We got Smuggler's Aid. Ketsu Onyo. Inferi's Nest. Kalu, Hyperspace Cassian Andor. And then we've got Effant Nam, or Mom. And then a Warzone Lieutenant foil. Haven't gotten any of the very special cards yet, but we'll see. So another Ray. Death Watch's hideout. Okay, so modded cohort, Death Watch loyalist, collection Starhopper, Clan Ren rescuer, Deathmark, Rivals Fall, Criminal Muscle, Hunter of the Hexene Brood, Street Gang recruiter, Sundari Peacekeeper, Embo, guild target, and then altering the deal, and then a foil twin pod. Okay, so another Hondo, Spice Mines. All right. So Deathmark, Retainer, Cargo Juggernaut, Daring Raid. I'm starting to get a bunch of duplicates now. Public Enemy, so I might go a little bit quicker. If anything catches my eye, I'll stop and read it. Discerning Veteran, Street Gang Recruiter, Wanted, Criminal Muscle, Fel the Dragon, Dengar, and L337, and then Omega, which is our rare. It's a Fringe clone. Ignore the aspect penalty on the first clone unit you play each round. When played, search for the top 5 cards of your deck for a clone, reveal it, and draw it. So, all part of a clone deck. And a foil Rickety Quadrumper. Okay, another Ray. Jabba's Palace, okay. Hunting Nexu. Warzone Lieutenant. Tree Tender. Night Owl Skirmisher. Bike Sentinel. Ooh, there's a Hyperspace. No Bargain. Liberated Slaves. Rich Reward. Remnant Reserves. This is the Way. Concordon Interceptors. And Hotshot DL144 Blaster is our rare. So it's got Smuggle. When played using Smuggle, attack with attached unit. And then Inspiring Mentor. We've got Boba Fett, Diamo. Okay, Mercenary Company, Daring Raid, Moment of Glory, Foundling, Night Owl Skirmisher, Moisture Farmer, Frontier Trader, Look the Other Way, No Bargain, Spare the Target, Privateer Crew, Toro Calican, Chewbacca, Grit. I don't know what Grit does. When played, he may defeat a unit with 5 or less, and he has a Smuggle of 9. And then, ooh, there we go. So that is a foil Hyperspace, Cobb Vanth. That's actually a really cool card to get in foil Hyperspace. It's one of my favorite characters. So he is 3 cost, green, so 3/2. And then when defeated, search the top 10 cards of your deck for a unit that costs 2 or less and discard it. For this phase, you may play that card from your discard pile for free. Very nice card. All right, we're nearing the bottom. We've got Gar Saxon, that's a new leader. So each friendly upgraded unit gets +1, and then 6 to flip. Each friendly upgraded unit gets +1 and 0, and then when defeated, you may return an upgrade that is attached to its owner's hand. Village, Pirate Battle Tank, Clan Challengers, Ruthless Assassin. We've got Moment of Glory, Fanbrace Grapple Shot, Chewbacca goes there. Detention Block Rescue, Relentless Pursuit, Resourceful Pursuers, Bounty Guild Initiate, Unlicensed Headhunter, Fennec Shan, Scanning Officer, Tie Marauder. So ambush, so it gets to attack when it gets played, and then choose a card in your discard pile when played, put it into play as a resource as it shares the name of a unit you control. Then a foil, no bargain. All right, so Gar Saxon again. So got Take Captive, Hunting Nixu, Pirate Battle Tank, Super Commando Squad, Clan Challengers, Ruthless Assassin, Liberated Slaves, Rich Reward, Privateer Schick, Clan Saxon Gauntlet, Headhunting, Bounty Posting, and Boba Fett's Armor. So you can attach it to a non-vehicle. If attached to Boba Fett, and damage will be dealt to him, prevent 2. And it also gives you +2/+2. Very cool. Then a foil Headhunting. Got 6 left, looks like. So almost there. Another Cad Bane. So no special bases yet. So we got Vambrace Grapple Shot, Discerning Veteran, Detention Block Rescue, Warzone Lieutenant, Vigilant Pursuit Craft. Here's a foil or Hyperspace Mandalorian Warrior, Resourceful Pursuers, Bounty Guild Initiate, Wanted, Jabba's Rancor, Rose Tico, Cripple Authority, and then a rare, the Chaos of War, and then a foil Foundling. So got Lando, the young Lando. So play a card using Smuggle. It costs 2 less to feed a resource, so it's all about smuggling, of course. Okay, and he's a 2/5. And you got Navarro City. Okay, Vigilant Pursuit Craft. Take Captive. Hunters here, Price on your head. Clan Ren Rescuer. Disabling Fang. There's a Hyperspace Pillage. Schick. Slaver's Freighter. Sonara San. Zuckus, and Previsa. Ooh. So that is a 7 cost. 8/7. And when played in or on attack, you may pay the cost of an upgrade attached to another non-vehicle unit. If you do, take control of that upgrade and attach it to this unit, if able. If it can't attach it to this unit, defeat it instead. Wow. So when they attack, you can move upgrades around if you pay the cost. Very cool. And then a foil Rose Tico. All right. So far, that foil Cobb Hyperspace is really nice. So another Han Solo. There's a Hyperspace Remnant. Okay. So Rivals Fall. Clone Deserter. Reckless Gunslinger. Weekay Pirate Gang. Rickety Quad Jumper. Heroic Renegade. Wookiee Warrior. Fugitive Wookiee. Mandalorian Warrior. Sundari Peacekeeper. Midnight Repairs. Armed to the Teeth. Poe Dameron. So on attack, discard up to 3 cards from your hand. For each card discarded this way, choose a different option. Deal 2 damage, defeat an upgrade, and opponent discards a card from their hand. Cool. Reckless Gunslinger. Wait a minute. Oh, this is a legendary. I was like, wait, that's not rare. It's got the L, so that is legendary. I have to actually double check because I haven't been keeping track of that, unfortunately. But it's at least one. Okay, so Hyperspace. Okay. Hunters. Cargo. Clone Deserter. Disabling Fang Fighter. Price on Your Head, Village Protectors, Slaver's Freighter, Wookiee Warrior, Relentless Pursuit, Frozen in Carbonite, Heavy Fighter, Fen Rao, and then there's a regular Cobb. And then Heroic Resolve. Oh, it's a foil rare. Very cool. Put that over there. All right, and we got 2 more, so I'll just pull these both out. So another Cad Bane, Spice Mines, Enforcer, Vanguard, Desperate Attack, Outflank, Black Sun, Raider, Look the Other Way, Cartel Turncoat, Protector of the Throne, Spare the Target, Commission, Gauntlet, and then our rare is a triple Dark Raid. So it's a tactic, search the top 7 cards of your deck for a vehicle, put it into play. It costs 5 less and enters play ready. Return it to its owner's hand at the end of the phase. Cool. Ooh. And there's a Hyperspace Foil Bravado. And then last pack. And I'll do a quick inventory and see how many legendaries we got, because I absolutely was not. Ooh. Hello. So that is an Altart Foil Fennec Shand. So the last pack we get something spicy. It's a common, but nice. Very cool. That is a very nice looking card. I like that. Of course it's the final pack. We get something really cool. Very cool. You're going up there. Yeah, don't care about you. Okay, Huts Henchman. We've got Pillage, Follower of the Way, Modded Cohort, Deathwatch Loyalist. We got Huts Henchman, Cloud Rider, Underworld Thug, Catan Intimidator, Selachus Crumb, the Armorer, Cassian Andor, Stolen Landspeeder, and Bounty Guild Initiate. So, cool. Well, that is all of the cards. I'm going to do a real quick inventory, and we'll just check it to see how many legendaries we got right here in 1 second. All right, so yeah, so going through it again, we only had one other legendary, which was Endless Legions. Reveal any number of resources you control. Play each unit revealed this way for free. So that is actually insane. So within that and Poe Dameron, and then of course we got the Altart Fennec Shand, which is really cool. She is a common, but still, this is awesome looking card. So I'm really happy we got that. Okay, so that's everything that comes in a booster box for Shadows of the Galaxy Star Wars Unlimited card game. We have pre-release coming up on July 5th, so we're really excited for that, to get a bunch of people in playing the game. And if you want to look to how to play the game, like again, I'll have a video on our channel, or you could always stop in to get a demo from one of us using the new 2-player starter set that comes with this set. And then on July 12th is the full release of Shadows of the Galaxy. So we'll have booster boxes, we'll have starter sets, we'll have play mats and all that. So we're really looking forward to it, and we hope you are too. But if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more content like this, please go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate it. But until next time, I'm Patrick at Battlegrounds Game Center. See you later.